Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Guardian Kal event, and this is how to get the character Guardian Kal. I did do a preview of this character. If you haven't seen it already, you should see a link in the top right hand corner. If you want to go check that out, you can see what the character has to offer and you can get him in this event. You can also get some 5-star weapons, and it is part of the premier element in this event, I believe. But we'll read through everything in this event and just see what we can get out of it and what we have to do to get Kal himself. Reading through it, it says, Guardian Kal, our next big event is almost upon us. Time to bid farewell to our sharpshooter event and celebrate the arrival of Guardian Kal. This event will follow a similar structure to the sharpshooter event and offer more rewards. Completing the full event will grant you 3 copies of Mythic Kal and a 5-star weapon choice box. The event dates are as follows. It starts on the 24th of June at 4 PM Pacific time and it ends on the 19th of July at 5 PM Pacific time. Going through the overview, it says it's time to unlock your very own Guardian, Gold Mythic Kal, similar to our sharpshooter event. This event also includes a roadmap and a mission event which revolve around building up your Kal and putting him to the test. So getting your first free Gold Mythic is your first priority. To claim Gold Mythic Kal, you will need to collect barbed wires. Barbed wires will be tracked in the Guardian mission event and will award you with your first Gold Mythic Kal when hitting the 5th milestone of 5,000 barbed wires. You'll be able to earn barbed wires throughout the event in the following ways: daily login rewards, level up tournament milestones, raid tournament milestones and faction mission events, survival road tournament milestones and faction mission events, onslaught mission events, solo and faction, and also war faction mission events. I'm guessing those 2 different types of faction mission events are attached to the actual tournament itself. So for instance, there's going to be a raid faction mission event and a survival road faction mission event. It goes on to say every collected barbed wire will count towards the progression of Guardian Kal's mission event. Completing milestones will also provide all sorts of useful rewards like gear and trainers, along with 2 copies of Gold Mythic Kal. If you want to supercharge your rewards, make sure you pick up a prison key in the shop. By obtaining this key and completing all gameplay missions, you'll be able to unlock the 3rd and final copy of Gold Mythic Kal. You can get this in the shop for only $20. Completing the entire mission event and owning the prison key will also award you with a weapon choice box, which will let you choose between the following weapons: Dwight's Scorching Deagle, Gator's Leeching Knife, Dante's Bat, and John's Rapid Assault Rifle. We will be checking out these weapons later on in the video, but it does sound like from this, the 2 first Gold Mythics are part of the barbed wire collections. The 3rd one for the limit break is part of the $20 prison key purchase, and the weapon choice box is also part of the prison key purchase rewards. It continues further though by saying Kal's journey missions will reward you with gear, trainers, silver fighters, and military supplies just for leveling up and grading up your new Gold Mythic Kal, so get your first copy as soon as you can. And we had that with the Mythic Ico event where you had to level her up to get some extra rewards. Definitely worthwhile doing just for the extra rewards, but I would wait until the character is grade 5 just to get the most rewards out of, leveling up the character, get the most level up points. The Guardian Roadmap requires a Gold Mythic Kal in your team and will consist of 5 acts and awards gear and mythic recruit tokens. This roadmap will open on the 29th of June at 5 PM Pacific time. Lastly, it says all Survivors Club members will also receive a free reward each week consisting of barbed wire and other items. I guess that's going to be quite similar to the magazines that people received on the daily basis. Now it goes on to talk about the actual main mission events, and it shows some of the rewards. Your main objective of this event is to make it through the mission event. Each main mission will consist of 2 secondary missions and will require both to be completed to be claiming the reward. The prison key will be available for purchase in the shop during the event and will allow you to instantly complete all collect prison key secondary missions, allowing you to claim their rewards. Only 1 prison key is needed for the Guardian Kal event, just like all other events, just like battle passes, so on and so forth. Completing the entire event will allow you to claim 3 Gold Mythic Kals and a weapon choice box. Now we can see the missions here. It says main mission 1, and it says the 2 secondary missions which you need to complete that main mission. The first main mission is collecting barbed wire. The second main mission is the prison key, and you can see in the road, those are the rewards you get for those things. So we're going to see if we can get 2 of the Kals. The first one should be at 5,000. So there's the first Gold Mythic Kal, as you can see, at 5,000 barbed wire. You get it for collecting the barbed wire, not the prison key, the actual barbed wire. We're going to see when the next Gold Mythic Kal is. That is at mission 7, and that does require the prison key. But what might be happening here is the people who buy the prison key will just get the second Kal earlier than other people. And then the last Gold Mythic Kal is going to be... It might be way down the bottom. It might be way down the bottom. It is indeed. It's one of the last missions. You're going to have to get 16,000 barbed wire. They're not making it easy, but it is free to play. So 2 of the Gold Mythics are within barbed wire. But if you do buy the prison key, you're going to get the second one quite early on. And that means you are going to be able to get the level up points, the higher level up points. You're going to be able to run that roadmap earlier. So there's the bonus from purchasing. Not just the fact that you're going to be able to limit break the character, but you are going to get them much earlier and honestly much easier. Getting 16,000 barbed wire might not be easy. You're going to have to hit everything, guys. You're going to have to hit all of the milestones. Every place, every roadmap that you can do, you're going to have to get every form of barbed wire that you can get. Now there are some more rewards. It goes on to 17,000, 18,000 barbed wire. So it's just close to 100% of the barbed wire required to get that second Kal for free to play. But at least it is an option. I know a lot of people were disappointed in the ICO event where it's only 1 available. They've definitely fixed it here. They've listened to people's feedback, where I think two characters being free to play and the limit break being the expensive one is probably a much better way to do it in terms of these monthly events for sure. And hopefully this way the character will start to get a little bit better to encourage people to spend. I think that's the bonus of there being some premier element to this. And this is going to be beneficial for people who are free to play because they'll be able to get them to grade 5. So hopefully these characters start getting better. And they're not actually that bad. I think Ico is pretty good. And I do also think that Kal is pretty good. Now there is also daily login rewards, and each day you will receive a free reward along with 105 barbed wire, so don't forget to log in and claim them. On the left hand side you can see it's always going to be 105 barbed wire for the daily reward 1, and we'll just quickly give a little scope over the daily reward 2 to see the sort of things we're going to get in. And it's going to be like energy refills, some gold mythic tokens there. We also get some gear choice boxes, some more refills, this time SR with salvage tokens, 10,000 elite tokens, war refills, random silvers, legendary gearbox. The rewards do get better as you go on in terms of the amounts you're getting. You get some fire starters, ghillie suits, and then lastly we get 1,500 gold mythic tokens. I believe this is just my idea that if you miss a day, you're going to miss that day's rewards, but you will get the next day's rewards. So for instance, if you don't log in on the 13th, you'll miss out on 5 basils, but if you log in on the 14th, you'll get the fire starter. It's not like you'll get the basils on the 14th and then the fire starter on the 15th. It doesn't push everything back a day, but I would definitely log in every day, just get everything you can. Anyone on a big login streak probably will be like, what do you mean? What does that mean, not logging in? I'm kind of in the same boat. I know what that means. Now, there is also a Kal's Journey Mission event, and this is about leveling them up, I believe. Once you've claimed your first Gold Mythic Kal, it's time to get to work, grade and level him up to get all the sorts of useful rewards. And this is just showing you that there's going to be lots of trickle rewards. There are some Gold Mythic tokens in here. Just for acquiring Gold Mythic Kal, you get 500 Gold Mythic tokens, and then there's some just Mythic Recruit tokens. So you're going to be able to get some silvers, some trainers like 20 basils, 30 basils for leveling them up a certain amount of times. And if you decide to go all out and fully grade him up to maxed out, you are going to be able to get quite a lot of bennies from that, and some extra steel medals and stuff in the mix as well. So you are effectively getting some of the steel medals back that you would invest in him to get him up to level 600. So that's actually pretty reasonable. I kind of like that. I actually talked about this in the past where I said I'd like to have a benefit of leveling up the character while the event was going on, or there should be a benefit of being able to get the character when it came out, and it looks like we're going to get effectively a reduction in the cost to upgrade them by leveling them up during the events. And I think this is a really good change. It was in the Ico event, now it's in the Kal event. I hope this is in pretty much every event. I think the first event where this really came out and it was really good was the Willy event. If you remember, if you leveled up Willy, you actually got the actual items for the event. So effectively you could have got 2 of his 5-star ascendables for free just from leveling up a certain amount of times, which was actually kind of cool. Okay, so we also have some details on the Mythic Kal Roadmap. I'm going to scroll through this fairly quickly. You can see the rewards on the far right hand side, but you can also see the requirement and difficulty. It does say in the little intro to this that it's going to range from grade 4 to limit break 1. So there's actually going to be roadmaps where it's going to require you to have limit broken characters. And it shows requirement difficulty here is grade 4 Mythics plus Kal. And then the next one is grade 4 Mythics plus Kal. You can see the rewards on the right hand side. More grade 5 Mythics plus Kal. And then here it says grade 5 Mythics plus Kal. And then on the last one, it says grade 5 plus Mythics plus Kal. And I believe that means limit broken. So you need to take fully limit broken team in this stage, and including Kal himself. So you can only run this one if you purchase the prison key and you limit break Kal. And obviously you can limit break Kal without leveling him up. You don't have to put levels in him to limit break a character, because that's part of the Ascendant system. So you don't have to put bronze medals into a character. It just allows you to tear them up that high if you really want to. That side of things comes down to your choice. You can see in the rewards you do get 25,000 Mythic Recruit tokens, so you get 2 of those silvers back from having to tear up Kal that high if you didn't want to otherwise. And then lastly, you can see you get 150 steel medals. Again, if you want to spend them on Kal, that's nice because it adds up to 200 with the mission rewards from the free-to-play rewards at least. It adds up to 300, so you actually get more if you do buy that prison key and run this roadmap. But this is the only inaccessible one without the prison key. Now there's actually some details on the Survivors Club rewards, and it's a weekly reward. You can see you get 625 barbed wire per week. And I believe there's going to be 4 weeks, so that's, over 2,000 barbed wire. But you also get those rewards on the right-hand side. All of those are going to be the first week's rewards. Then all of these are going to be the second week's rewards. And there's gold mythic tokens in there. As you can see, more mythic tokens, more gold mythic tokens. And then it looks like we're going to get basically be able to get 20% of a gold mythic just from having Survivors Club in this event. That's actually pretty decent. And 3 platinum mods at the end. That looks actually pretty tasty. I like that quite a lot. So just adding more value to Survivors Club, which is definitely appreciated by anyone who's in Survivors Club, I'm sure. And it's going to be 4 rewards, so it's going to be a grand total of 2,500 barbed wire as well as a bonus. Now there is some info on the rewards themselves, and I'm going to mainly skip over Kal just because of the fact that I have done a preview video of him. And if you want to go check that out, you can go check that out, of course. But here we have the weapon choice box rewards, as you can see. And the first weapon was Dante's defensive bat, and it has got 35% HP, 35% defense, teammate reviving. When taking down an enemy, a better chance to revive a teammate with 75% HP and 100% defense for 2 turns. And then the last one reduces critical hit damage by 50%. That is reasonable for the first 2 and last slot, I guess, but the third slot doesn't really make sense because that's an offensive thing and you need to have damage for that. So that's a weird weapon. I'm not sure if that's one I'd want to go for. We'll look at the next weapon, and it is Gator's Vengeful Leeching Knife. Straight away, the word leeching just makes me just shake my head, be like, nah, fam. 30% HP, a huge bonus to AP when taking damage. Leech Life, when attacking, a better chance to regain HP by 120% of the enemy HP loss. I'm shaking my head right now. Gives 12% defense to all teammates in a line. I don't think this weapon is great. It does look like it could be great. Now, look at the picture on the left-hand side. It probably looks nuts, but I don't think it's got the greatest upgrades on it. The next one is Dwight's Scorching Deagle. 35% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking. Bonus attack, 30% attack when attacking enemies of less than 35% HP. And then the last one is increase all burn damage by 4.5% of this character's attack stat. Now, that could be pretty reasonable. But you'd only have to change the third slot and then increase the attack to 45%. That is quite an offensive weapon. It does work with Dwight. It looks cool as well. That is the Dwight pistol that we see him hold in his art. I like that quite a lot, actually. And then lastly, it's John's Rapid Assault Rifle. And this is another pretty good weapon by the looks of things. 35% attack, a medium bonus to AP when attacking. Impair and AP down. When attacking, a better chance to drain minus 20 AP from the enemy and impair for 3 turns. Increase rush damage by 10%. This can work on very particular characters, and I think for me it comes down to these last 2 weapons indeed. In terms of usability, I think you could use this on a Yumiko. I was actually talking with Man on the Moon recently about a potential Yumiko weapon, and she doesn't need AP on attack because she's got 55 AP, and this is a weapon like you could put Rampage on it and she's going to have the Impair, so she's got more chance of the Impair to to actually stick because she's a controller. So I think this is actually a pretty decent weapon for her, but it's very niche. It's a very niche weapon if you do go for no AP on attack. That's what basically the discussion was about. I'm probably going to go for the Scorch Pistol or this one. The first two do not grab my eye, let's say, but these last two definitely do. And lastly, there's just confirmation on what are in those choice boxes for gear when it comes to, you know, what you can choose. And we all know what's in these gear boxes, but they do like to confirm it, which is definitely a good thing. So that's it for the preview of the Guardian Kal event. I'm going to do quite a small outro. I think it looks pretty good. There's a lot of trickle rewards. You're going to get them in missions. You're going to get them in roadmaps. You're going to be able to get 2 Kals if you go all out on the free-to-play. You're going to get a 3rd if you go for the event key, and also you're going to be able to get a choice of weapon if you go for the event key. That weapon is definitely the thing that's going to be pulling me in for the potential purchase of that prison key. I'm going to have to work out which characters I'm going to actually use the weapons on. I have to actually check if that burn works with Dwight's signature move. If it works with his signature move, then that's actually pretty good. That's it. Obviously, just a flat increase in the amount of burn that he's going to be able to do, and that's pretty nice. So, and it just makes sense, right? Having Dwight's pistol in Dwight's hands, it's going to look good, right? It's going to look good. But do leave me your thoughts in the comments down below about the Guardian Kal event. If you haven't already, please check out my video on Guardian Kal so you see what's coming up in the event. You should see it on an overlay right now. But that is the end of my video, guys. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.